This diagram can also be used as a microscope where if you consider the four domains as four objective lenses into imaginary microscope through which we view and act upon the world. So material scientists might look at a material problem in a specific way, looking for properties, whereas a biologist might look at the same problem in terms of function. The diagram can also be considered a can be also considered a gyroscope of a measurement of creative balance. And this was an animation about different creative disciplines within a project team and how they work together and the end result, forming a kind of diagram of the progress and path of different kinds of exploration and innovation within a project. So it's kind of a form finding of a intellectual journey through a project. And so we'd like to work in a similar way, and we will go through a series of phases starting with entanglement, where we get to grips with biomimetic principles and find inspiration in natural phenomena. Literally entangle ourselves within a process or the logic of a system in order to extract the useful parts for our projects. And we'll go through a set of cycles from drawing, extracting first principles, to making, and other kinds of documentation and analytic exercises to extract a process or a system set of principles that we can then turn into applied knowledge and create algorithmic tools and instruments. And then we'll go to engagement, where we apply our knowledge to a site and a brief and create our own working trajectory based on the principles of that schematic that Neri Oxman worked out for sketches. And this will manifest itself as an urban intervention proposal and a design strategy based on a site and a specific ecological or environmental problem that is affecting an urban condition. And we'll do some larger scale prototyping. In pursuing this agenda of transdisciplinary digital design research, our cyclical explorations will crystallize to discover and uncover new typological expressions of living, working, and playing in the city as an adaptation for a changing urbanism, to create new kinds of resilience within a specific urban condition. And our field trip this year, that's still in progress, is going to be to Singapore and potentially Indonesia. We're going to look at the Singapore as a biophilic city. So it's a highly populated, dense island of 5 million residents, which has the impressive goal of becoming a city and a garden. And we're going to look at the Gardens by the Bay project as an example of applying biomimetic and biophilic design principles to a large-scale project in scientific research. And it's generally just a really cool project to go and see. And we may also get to go to a project I'm working on just across the strait in Indonesia for a NGO looking at coral reef conservation, and we're designing a scientific research facility and hatchery for them. So we may get a chance to go and talk to them and find out about what they do and look at the site for the project as well. All right. Thanks. That's it. Any questions?
Roughly, how much do you expect the field trip to cost?
My initial research put it at around £700 each, but so they have since talked to me that there may be cheaper options.
Yeah, I'd look at a range from about 600 to £1,000.
All right.
It's going to be a negotiation with the studio. There's a period of time to go where it allows to authorise management. Yeah.
In the synopsis it says about how we'll be looking at abstracting and codifying natural inspiration and creating algorithmic tools.
Yeah.
Is that something that you'll be helping us with?
Yeah.
Or?
Yeah. So you don't need to have any prior knowledge of scripting or algorithmic design. We're going to be building up your skills in a kind of step-by-step way, starting from drawing and diagramming and making.
And what kind of scripting?
We're going to be using Grasshopper and Random, so visual scripting. And all the plugins that come with Grasshopper for simulation and generative design.
Cool. Thank you very much.